Mike, you gonna start the broadcast?
I just did.
Oh, okay. There it is. All right. I didn't see you do it.
Casseroles from the frozen food department. Combine our expertise to answer your questions and introduce you to the culinary movers and shakers you want to know. Four-time Taste Award finalists, 15-time Debbie Award losers. They are.
Oh, we ain't drinking wine, but we are spoliolia on residual.
Yeah.
I've had enough in my life.
Yeah, you talked about the hippies in the 60s having LSD flashbacks. Mike has Cabernet flashbacks.
Don't get me started.
He gets all
early in the morning.
He gets all emotional when he starts thinking about wine.
Look over your left shoulder. Way out there. Look out in the parking lot. Look at the sun. Look how beautiful it is out there.
It's been like that for about 2 weeks. It's just been cold.
Ah, man, it looks great out there. And I got to sit in the house. I don't have to sit in the house.
No?
I got to sit there and wait on a clothes dryer to be.
Yeah, you could sit out in your driveway. And wait.
Well, I'm probably going to do that because I'm probably going to be going through my garage, getting rid of stuff. But anyway, welcome to the Sip and Chew Show with Mike Stu. Super Bowl Sunday, Mardi Gras season. I hope you king cake eating folks are enjoying
football watching mofos.
I only watch unless the Saints or the Browns are in the Super Bowl, which that ain't happening right now. I'm always in it for the commercials anyway. But most of all, I want to see the David J. Maloney commercial. And because he always has
Just go online and watch it now.
Well, I think it comes out in the third quarter after halftime.
Oh. So, most of the national commercials have been on YouTube for about 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
And I love the Budweiser one.
So that you can mute the TV during the commercials like you're supposed to do in a football.
I don't. I mute the football game and watch the commercial.
That's because, sir, you are not a true American. You are not a patriot.
I am true.
You are not a patriot. You're the Saints and Browns.
American, you know.
You're not a patriot. You're a Browns and Saints fan.
Yeah, I'm not a. Yeah, that's it.
And I have said before, I don't really watch the NFL anymore because I think it's rigged. And when you come up and have a team from the East Coast and a team from the West Coast are the surprise teams in there, it just fuels that fire.
Makes you wonder.
Yeah, it's just
Mike's just going to be the reason he's not watching any of that. He's going to be in the kitchen getting wings. I know he's getting wings.
I don't know if I'm going to do that. I haven't picked out what food I'm going to have yet today.
What? I haven't. Really, you don't pre-plan that? You just kind of go with the flow?
I just make it up every day what I'm going to eat. And like yesterday, I went and had Cheeseburger Randy over in Foley. Oh, if y'all haven't been there, that place is incredibly good. It's fun.
But I did go to Hickory Pit there in Sims, and I got their classic cheeseburger. And I looked at the young lady and I said, "Could you throw an extra patty on that for me?" Yes, sir. I said, "You know what? Put an extra slice of cheese on it too."
Large.
Well, I had told you I was craving catfish, and I was meeting some friends. We didn't have time to go out to Loaves and Fishes in Tanner Williams. I went, "Hey, Hickory Pit's got good catfish, really good catfish. I'll get it there." We're standing in the parking lot talking to an old friend, and I keep smelling those burgers. By the time we sat down, I had already made up my mind. I'm getting a burger. I looked at the rest of the menu and getting a classic with an extra patty.
With an extra patty.
If I see catfish, I'd go for catfish.
Where's the best catfish place around?
Loaves and Fishes is my favorite in Mobile County.
I've
Tanner Williams.
I've not been there yet.
Yeah. Now, Rocky Creek is great, but that's in Loosedale.
Right.
And it's a great little trip. You're out in the middle of farmland. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But Loaves and Fishes, Rocky Creek's batter is pretty much cornmeal and salt.
Mm.
They put black pepper in it, loaves and fishes. And I like the black pepper. I mean, that's how close we're splitting here.
Black pepper is good in fried shrimp too.
Yeah, it should be. If you use salt, you should be using pepper. In my book, I love black pepper.
Well, if it's blackened, that's pepper in it. If you get blackened shrimp.
Oh, well, that's, we talk
Different
about
kind of
fried, man.
I thought.
Well, you got no options here. This place is served fried catfish.
Oh, okay. Sure.
They probably do a grilled or blackened, but blackened is mostly paprika, which is the Hungarian word for pepper. But it's like red peppers. It's like dried roasted red bell pepper or another pepper. The hot style is a hot style chili that's dried and ground into a powder. That's all paprika is pepper.
Okay.
But it's not truly pepper like peppercorns. It's chilies, which Columbus called pepper because he was supposed to be bringing pepper back. So he called chilies chili peppers.
He lied.
He did. Absolutely. He did a lot more than just lie about
a day of honor on this guy. Come on.
But
sorry, didn't want to get started here.
But yeah, blackened season is mostly paprika. Then cayenne is a big ingredient, and then salt, garlic powder, celery.
I don't know if they used to have a shrimp basket here in Mobile, didn't they?
Yeah, it was out in Tillman's Corner.
Okay.
There was one there,
and there was one where
was there one in Sarah?
There was one where Lost Pizza is now.
Oh, okay, down
That's
there.
right.
Yeah, Florida and Old Chip.
Yeah. Man, I love their blackened shrimp, dude. I did. I just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. COVID wrecked their business.
And a lot of business.
Yeah.
A lot of businesses.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But yeah.
So no blackened catfish, you're saying no?
Oh, they probably have it, but why would you get it? You're there for all you can eat fried catfish.
Okay.
Yeah. They have a full menu, and I'm sure the people in Tanner Williams that have just this one restaurant order all the different stuff that's on the menu. The people from other parts of Mobile County that go out there, they're going out there for all you can eat fried catfish.
Yeah. That's what I'd be going for.
Yeah. And those homemade cakes for dessert.
I'm glad when Taco Walk opens up out there.
Yeah. I don't even know where it's going to be yet. I know where Big Mike's is going to be. I know where Mediterranean Sandwich Company is going to be. I do not know yet where Cock of the Walk is going to be. And since we're on the subject of catfish, in my opinion, the premier catfish place in Alabama is up near Coffeyville.
Ezel's?
That's the one.
Ezel's, yeah.
Yeah. I have not. Ezel's Catfish Cabin. It's right on a bluff overlooking the Tom Big.
I think your brother's kind of fond of that place too.
Yeah. Well, it's very close to Gilberttown, where my dad was from. So my dad had been eating there since before we were born. It's been there that long. Same place, same building. They haven't added anything to it. It's just always been busy. And I've been talking to some friends. We might be taking a drive up there one Sunday. It's only about 2 hours north of here.
Yeah.
And I love to do that. There was a place.
Go on the bank of the river, take a nap after you eat.
If I want to. Or go up to the lock and dam and watch that. I mean, that's
watch them lock and dam.
Yeah. Watch them raise and lower the locks for the ships. That's especially good for kids to see that.
I've seen, I've actually been in one as well, but I sat there in Seattle and watched the lock and dams there and how they got a separate area for salmon.
They have to, or else we wouldn't have salmon anymore.
And it's like, Jesus. And you're sitting there, we were watching it as they were trying to swim upstream, and they would jump some of the walls sometimes.
Yeah, they learn to put stairs around. Looking back now, dams are one of the worst things we've ever done. They have done far more damage than any good we've ever gotten out of them, but we're in a situation where we can't just knock them all out now because there's cities underneath them. We'd kill a bunch of people. So it's
not forget my heads up.
Yeah. And they do that, but some of them
they don't leave. If they don't like it, they just leave, and then they don't leave, and well, there you go. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, that was how the hurricanes get south of I-10. And I forget what it was, one coming in the 80s. And my dad, was dispersing. The deputies go tell him it's now a mandatory evacuation. We're not going to make you get in the car and leave, but you got to put this on. What is that? That's a toe tag so we can identify you when it's over.
Oh, my.
And every person that said they were going to stay, fill this out, tie it to your toe.
Realistic.
You know, because if we don't get a toe tag, we're probably not going to bother trying to figure out who you are because there's going to be too many of you.
On that note,
Yeah.
513-430-106 is the call and text in line. Let's hear from you, folks.
Yep.
Who you pulling for today?
I've been craving wings the last couple of days. I am not watching any part of the game, but I could go for some wings. And I want them in batter and then done in Buffalo. What I want is Hooters. That was a distinctive experience.
Some Mardi Gras king cake or something. I don't know how you even make king cake. You make it in a ring.
Oh, it's just until chefs in the 90s started making it taste good, king cake was one of the most disappointing things you'd ever eat in your life. It is so dry and flavorless because it's just dough and sugar.
Yeah.
There's no flavor to it.
Well, it's just more of a tradition thing.
Yeah. And it just, I mean, because that's just food colored sugar on top. It's not like it's grape flavored sugar. Right. And then some chefs in New Orleans in the 90s went, you know, these things shouldn't have to suck. They shouldn't have to be the worst dessert you've ever had in your life. We'll fill them with cream cheese. We'll fill them with jam. And I'm like, no, that's good. But a plain king cake is just terrible. It's like a Pop-Tart with no filling.
Didn't Pullman's used to be the king of the king cakes kind of thing?
He would be the one to ask for that.
Not around here, but everybody started bringing. They did a survey in New Orleans of the top selling king cakes.
We'll do that on your.
I didn't save that. I didn't save it though, but one of the food sites in New Orleans has posted a list of the top king cakes there are. And Don Fong didn't finish number
You can't
one.
hold that thought.
They came tied second.
Yeah.
But everybody goes crazy over Don Fong. Their bread is phenomenal.
It's a Vietnamese bakery. I'm working on getting Andrew to get his brother-in-law to open one here.
That would be it.
Or his father-in-law, because that's what he was in Vietnam. He was a baker. In fact, he brought me some Vietnamese beef stew Friday with a loaf of his father-in-law's homemade Vietnamese bread. My gosh, it was good.
Yards for rebounds. Churches right, you can win up to 5. Starting with just $5. I've been playing on $100 for a year.
Need to make sure we cover our Valentine's Day recommendations,
Watch the stats update live.
which is don't go out Friday night.
I've been amazed at the number of people, and maybe that's something we need to touch on. It's mystic, and a lot of the people making a post about I can't find reservations. Why are women have to vote? Why ain't the men trying to find it?
You're assuming that all those women are in a relationship with a man.
You're true.
Yeah.
You're right.
It could be. I can't stand the people on Valentine's night that want to get together with a group of 5 or 6 friends and go out to a restaurant. No, it's for couples. One night. Well, and if you do, don't go to a place that
Rick Yes is advertising, hey, come to us, Valentine's.
But if you want to go out with a group of friends, you know what you do? You go to a barbecue joint, pizza parlor.
Mm-hmm. It's be Friday 13th, Saturday. Friday is. How about that?
Michael, do you know what Friday is?
It's the 13th.
No, it's not. It's 14th.
Nope.
Isn't it? So Saturday is the 14th?
Yeah.
Still just as bad. No. Valentine's Day falling on a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
So what you want to
do Mardi Gras.
So what you want to do is not go out necessarily Valentine's Day. If you've got reservations, go for it.
If you're lucky and you were smart to make them ahead of time.
Did you see Southwood Kitchen's menu? Because that's what I love about Jeremiah Matthews is he does it right. Valentine's Day, you don't run your regular menu. You run a Valentine's menu. New Year's Eve, you don't run your regular menu. You run a New Year's Eve menu.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that Jeremiah holds to that. Easter, you should be doing a special menu if you're open. Mother's Day, you should be doing a special menu for those. And that helps. you, from a creative standpoint, break out of the rut of the same thing every day. It helps your crew because they got something else to work on. Plus, if you're going to go out on Valentine's Day and get the same crap you would get any other time you go out, how is that a celebration?
Right.
Kick it up. You and your loved one, do something nice for yourself. I will make a recommendation, and I bet you'll jump on this. For Mobilians, get out of Mobile. Go to some place like Lucedale, Mississippi, where there's a fine little restaurant right there on the drive.
Couple of them.
Yeah. I'm drawing a blank to the name of it, but you know the one I'm talking about, the bistro there. I'm having a brain fart, and you're just sitting there looking at Facebook, not even paying
I'm
attention.
sitting here already planning St. Patrick's Day. I just got invited to St. Patrick's Day.
Somebody in the chat will probably remind me of what the restaurant is. It was a great little restaurant.
Landmark.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Landmark. Yeah. Call it Landmark. Yeah. That's a beautiful little bistro. The food's supposed to be phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, no, you're not going to be able to get in.
What about the people in Lucedale? Where are they going to go eat at?
Lucedale House of Pizza. And that's the other thing. If you're in a group of people like, you're a mom and dad, you want to take the kids out. Well, Valentine's night is the worst possible night for you to want to do that. Not just because it's going to be so busy, but you're not going to be anyone's priority in the restaurant. I don't care about your family on a night where I've got 200 couples that are going to drop more for the two of them than you're going to drop on 6. So take your family to the pizza parlor, take them to the barbecue place, take them to the Mexican restaurant.
Catfish.
Yeah, right. Yeah, do the places that are specifically designed for families on Valentine's, because you won't find those as busy either. Because, sure, Mike might take his long lost love to a catfish joint for Valentine's, but most people aren't. I would take my long lost love to a barbecue joint on Valentine's. I love barbecue. But most people,
barbecue.
Yeah, but most people are going to go to a little nicer restaurant. So if you've got the family and you don't want to deal with waiting, go to a place that's specifically geared towards them, like pizza parlors and barbecue joints, catfish houses. And that way everyone gets to enjoy Valentine's Day and you're not stuck in a lobby. To me, there's no part of a celebration that involves sitting in the lobby of a restaurant for 30 or 45 minutes waiting on a table.
Yeah.
That has drained the celebration.
It's a lobby bar.
Lobby. Yeah, I could see that. Like at the Admiral. That's the living room.
The living room, yeah.
Yeah, it's the name of the lobby bar.
Oh, don't you know they're booked?
Oh, yeah. You're way too late if you only get a little
Well, they're already booked with hotel rooms for the Mardi Gras because that's crew of Columbus.
And that's another thing. You don't want to go
that's MOTs. MOTs.
It's going to be hard to get downtown Mobile for Valentine's.
MOTs.
So the recommendation isn't don't go out for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's go out on Thursday.
MOTs is the biggest attended night parade.
It's the best.
Was the truth.
Yeah. But the point that I'm getting to is I'm not saying don't go out for Valentine's Day. I'm saying don't celebrate Valentine's Day on this arbitrary date that was picked out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. You can celebrate it on the 12th if you want to. You can celebrate it on the 17th.
On the 13th.
Right.
Or Sunday.
It's not like St. Valentine was actually born that day. And if you don't celebrate that day, you don't really love your wife or your husband.
I thought
it was just arbitrarily chosen day.
I thought it was the day all those gangsters got killed in Chicago.
It is, and that's why we celebrate in this country the St. Valentine's Day massacre by taking our loved one out for chocolate and champagne. I guess. I don't know. It occurred on Valentine's Day, which is why it's called the St. Valentine's Day.
Absolutely. Massacre. What better time?
Yeah. But by all means, go out for Valentine's Day and celebrate, and both of you take it easy. I used to say when I was dating that New Year's Eve is when I want to go out for my big romantic dinner each year and pull out all the stops. Mm-hmm. There ain't nobody cooking for my girl on Valentine's Day but me. I'm the only chef that's cooking for her.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So. I think Tony Sawyer may have something to add to all this too from Downtown Diner. Tony, good morning.
Hey, you got anything going on in the next week or so, man? Are you busy? No, I was thinking about feeding some cops. Oh, no, I'll be working today. But I was going to send Mike to help out. Yeah. He is humongous. That is true. Oh, don't worry. He's sitting here just glaring at me, and he's my ride home, so I'm going to have to make it up to him.
Not yet.
So what's going on?
Tell us what you got going on.
I'll made a couple of your beautiful shows. This thing too with
It's a real listener.
It is chew and sip with stew in the dip
There you go.
from the sip. Yes, that is me.
So what that entails is that there are a lot of bars and restaurants and businesses down inside the Mardi Gras loop, parade route that are donating, i.e., the product and or money to purchase products so that we can feed the police officers that work Joe Day, fire rescue crew down at the fire department down there, and also the barricade crew. Can't forget that. And then on top of that, we also feed all the horses over for the mounted patrol. So we've been doing this for 10 years, 9:30 at the temple downtown. If you want to come help, please come on. If you want to donate, I would just say donate some money. Any kind of money that's left over after we purchase products that we have to purchase for, that goes to Family of the Fallen. Okay, so we're giving that money right back to the police department and or a police organization that takes care of our police officers and families.
Awesome. Great worthy cause. Great worthy cause. And how long have you been doing this now?
10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. And there's a lot of folks that, come to me year after year and say, hey, how can I help? How can I get involved? How you can get involved is show up down at the Temple Joe Day, 9:30. There's always a lot of volunteers. There's always something to do. And the main thing is showing appreciation to our police officers, our first responders that are working their absolute tails off for us. They're having fun, but yeah, they work.
Yeah.
They don't work their normal. They still have to come in after or before their shift and still work that too. So, they do a lot, and it's so much appreciation towards those guys and girls. And one of the things that led me into doing this and still does today is my best friend's a retired police officer out of DeKalb County, up in Atlanta, and for a long time, he did that job. And if you guys can only imagine, Atlanta's a humongous city, and there's a lot of crime involved there. And he was always in the way of harm's way, and it came out, and man, it just is so much appreciation for those guys and girls that do that. And I really appreciate them, what they do.
Yeah, because they've got a mess to deal with down there sometimes. Not just criminal activity, but just logistics, getting in and out, getting from one end of the parade route to the other if there is an issue. It's harrowing. My dad did his best to avoid downtown Mobile during Mardi Gras when he was in the department.
Yeah. And that's the number one thing, is they have patience to deal with this, and I just can't thank them enough. It's just a small way to show my appreciation.
Are y'all still over? Is it still going to be in the same location?
Yes, sir. At the temple down on
Mhm.
the temple, that crazy looking building downtown, that weird looking one that everybody goes, oh, what is that?
That everybody gets their pictures made with those, whatever they are.
All right, Tony, we appreciate you coming in, folks. Visit Bob's Downtown Restaurant at the corner of Fat and Happy, and Tony and his crew will take good care of you.
Thank you, Tony. Love you too, buddy.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
So I didn't tell y'all that he was calling.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be our 11:30 guest.
Yeah. I told Phil, he just went ahead and put him through.
Yeah, I was supposed to be our 11.
I hope this doesn't come across rude. Please. Can you listen?
No,
No.
not at all. He said 3 times that it was.
And 4 times and the time 3 times and you.
Yeah, no, he does not. Mike does not listen unless he's talking.
So anyway, sorry, that was supposed to be our 11:30 guest.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him that. That was supposed to be our 11:30 guest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I told Phil it'd probably be around 11:30, but he punched him on through. So we got it taken care of. Now we can run our mouth done.
Now, who's not listening? You didn't tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was busy producing another show. But he didn't need anyone.
What are you, a woman? I can't read your mind.
He is a diva. You know, he didn't really need any more time than that to get out what he needed to. We could have visited. That would have been fun for us, but I don't know if the listeners would have really cared.
You could have asked him at least 3 more times.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But he never asked what day it was.
Joe Paint Day.
Yeah, he only said that twice. I said the other one's like 6 or 7 times.
I'll put it on
Yeah.
I'm sitting here thinking about who I could rent a golf cart from.
Ask Tony.
Well, I'm not calling one after we leave. Saturday, Sunday, and then Tuesday. So 4 days.
Let's get your bikes out.
So she doesn't have a good ankle on her ankle, just like big price.
You know, they now make adult tricycles.
They could make it.
Not the big goofy ones. These things are sleek and cool, and you can get a motor on them.
Let me say what. When last time Roy and I went over to for French Quarter Fest, they had all kind of damn vehicles, little scooter things with motors on them, that 3-wheel or carry 2 people. I'm thinking, this is amazing. Where do you get this shit from? There ain't no store over here with them.
Yeah,
Where?
Mobile Mobility.
Where?
Down your road. I used to work with it. Yeah, Mobile Mobility. You know where it's a mile north on the left. It's that little strip mall there from the whatchamacallit thing.
Yeah, right now, the thing is.
Hey,
Hey,
did Tony mention where that's going to be at?
yeah, about 6 or 7 times, but I'm glad you got him to reiterate it.
I'm sorry, Tony.
What time was that again?
Tony, Mike's gonna call you later, and we'll put this out there for the listeners. Mike would like to rent like a golf cart type thing just for a few days during Mardi Gras. If you know someone that has that service,
You got the card doctor.
yeah. See, all you had to do was ask Steve, man. I tell you, just type it into Google. It would have told you the same thing. Mike's idea of Googling something is going, y'all find me this. And let me know what you find.
The card doctor.
Oh,
And
yeah, right there.
and we were talking off air about going around New Orleans. You come across these little scooter type things. On Schillinger Road is a place called Mobile Mobility. Claude out there does a great job with these things. They're just awesome. Little bitty things to big things.
So in all this,
Would be a good.
so in all this searching around you were doing for it, at any time did you type into Google rent golf cart near me?
I'm going to put it in my notes.
There you go. At least he's got that. Hey,
Yeah, and then later on he'll call somebody and ask them if they'll type into Google for him
Put the notes.
golf cart rental near me.
Cart doctor.
There you go.
Yeah. See, that's how
And
that
he's a
search
sponsor.
engine works, man.
He's a sponsor on this show.
Yeah.
No, I mean on the radio station.
Yeah. You know, mention that.
And what was that? Mobile.
Mobile mobility.
Mobile mobility.
Well, yeah.
It could possibly be.
No.
Do we know?
No,
Is it mobile or mobile?
It's mobile. Yeah.
Yeah. You spell it like mobile, you pronounce it like mobile. And Mike, did it dawn on you
Don't
to
see my
check it?
fingers. Oh, they can see it here. Don't see my hands.
You mean those brown and served sausages on the end of your hands? Yeah, we see them.
Okay, so here's a question for you. Being
Yeah.
there all season.
Yes. Oh, he's the expert on my, okay.
King cake. I've always, the only thing I'm aware of is the newer version is
The good stuff. Yeah.
But I mean, how do you make it?
It's just pastry dough, and you shape it into a ring and bake it, and you
Put a
put some
baby in
sugar.
some-
A million calories
Yeah.
of sugar in them.
Yeah, it's just plain flavorless dough with some plain flavorless sugar. The tradition.
Okay.
And then New Orleans chefs went, this doesn't really have to be bad. This could actually taste good. The first king cakes I ever tried was like, why would anyone? Like I said earlier, it tasted like a Pop-Tart with no filling. That's what a regular king cake tastes like to me.
Now, like what Pop-Tarts taste like now.
Yeah, no, they have filling in them now.
Not much.
Oh, well, you don't want much, Mike. It's pure sugar.
They do skimp on that.
And then they say, you know what? The lawyers are starving. We need to put a toy inside of them so somebody will choke on a king cake and then sue
No
somebody.
one ever choked on the baby when they were drunk.
Then go back into Mardi Gras history with the king cake baby.
Yeah, the baby was in it. That's the only thing in it that wasn't just bland, was the baby. And whoever got the piece with the baby in it had to host the next Mardi Gras party. So that's how that kind of worked. And now, because when you sell,
it's not luck. If you find, I always heard it was luck if you find the baby in the
yeah, you're lucky you get to host the next Mardi Gras with.
So go back to work.
But in the 90s, chefs started going, this does not have to be this dry, flavorless pastry. And honestly, the dry, flavorless ones were what you were getting at grocery stores in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And if you went to an actual baker, I'm sure the quality would have been much better because it would have been a homemade pastry dough, not one that comes in a box in bulk. They thaw out, roll out, and do like at a grocery store. But chefs in the 90s said, this doesn't have to be this bland, boring, dry piece of dessert. We can stuff it with things like jam and custard and cheesecake. And Mike and I would tell you, and Steve, I hate that you missed it. But when Patty was the chef over across the bay, the pastry chef, she would come in every year on the show in this studio with king cakes fresh out of the oven, including a German chocolate king cake. And she would have chocolate covered cherry, strawberries.
She would have brought this Sunday today. Strawberry dipped in chocolate and other pastries. This is Valentine's Day in Mardi Gras.
Yeah, we used to always have her in, but she's moved on from restaurants now. Last time I talked to her, she's working at the federal courthouse.
Good for her.
Yeah, and she had a background in paralegal or something like that.
So now that I've had that loss, how to make that up? Is there a good place or the best place? Because I always liked Pullman's.
Yeah,
they were. Well, that's the only thing I can remember as a good king cake.
Yeah. Honestly, Rouse's, they get theirs from a bakery in New Orleans, but you do want to.
Sometimes they make their own in the store.
Yeah,
I've watched them make them too in stores.
Yeah,
and you can smell them.
Yeah.
The store.
Yeah.
That
but you want it filled with it. But try and find a bakery.
Yeah.
What is the one there in Spring Hill? Is that Bake My Day?
There's smoke coming out of Mike's ears.
Right there on Old Shell Road there.
Yeah, at Old Shell and McGregor.
Yeah, I think it's Bake My Day.
Yeah, someplace like that. I mean, there's a bunch of them. What is it? Cupcake Girls or Flour Girls, but it's spelled like the ground wheat flour.
Nobody's texting either way. Even some help.
Well, it's a Super Bowl Sunday, so a lot of people.
Mardi Gras, Super Bowl Sunday. A lot of barn parties are going on today.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they have their barn party the weekend before their parade.
Yeah. See, that's something that's new. To be honest with you, I've been down here 30 years and I never heard of a barn party.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
I didn't know about it until we started doing the show and Mike would talk about it.
I think yesterday's was MOTs, Comic Cowboys. Comic Cowboys you just can't walk into.
Yeah.
A lot of the others you can, but you have to have a pass or
like
get invited to come.
Like Zaria did last week to invite us in and do
Right.
That. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, there's a whole lot of and that's why they're called secret societies.
I used to get invited to Comic Cowboys all the time until I got hit in the face with the beads and knocked me out, and I was on.
He made the news
in use worldwide.
And this goober with all of that attention on him, at no time lets them know. By the way, I host a radio show. Because a better headline than man hit in the head with beads at Mardi Gras is local radio celebrity hit in the head with beads.
Knocked out, not just hit in the head, but I was knocked out cold.
Were you,
and it was the last.
No, of course,
last float.
But it was a total accident,
Look,
freak accident.
It was the back of the float, the very last float, and when I went black and I hit the ground, and I could just
off the float.
No, he was
on the street and got hit.
I wasn't even drinking. I was just sitting there
at that particular second.
I was
He wasn't taking a sip.
See my finger? How many fingers am I holding up? When I hit the ground,
Number 1, too, Mike.
and when I woke up and I saw all my friends in the bar, see, that was the last float. So everybody rushed to the bar and they all stepped over me. And that's what I'm seeing in my head. They're all stepping over me.
Oh my
Total strangers had ice, rags of ice on my face and head. And my glasses were crushed.
Now, how much it was a box of beads, right? Or a bag
No,
of
it
beads?
was a bag, but they coming at you at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, it was like a whole bag.
Yeah.
And it was he was just, and he was very nice. He apologized to Mike and all. It was a total freak accident. He was just getting rid of this bag of beads and it was the wrong spot. And Mike walked into 7 pounds of plastic.
He said the minute they left his hand, he knew he made a mistake.
Yeah, and we any one of us that's ever thrown an interception in a football game or had a ball hit 20 feet in front of the home plate.
I thought it had either been sucker punched by somebody in a crowd or a guy hit the head with a brick.
You weren't walking that close to the crowd, were you?
I was right there in front of the garage, and I was behind the railing, and I was just standing there about to take a picture. It was my family that lives around the country.
Did you get the leads coming in on the picture? That would have been awesome.
They came from the side.
Oh, wow.
And anyway.
So how did you make CNN?
They picked up the local feed.
Studio 10 interviewed me about it because they reached out to me and apologized, and that was the story.
Yeah, it was just a freak accident.
And
darn funny one.
Let it be your freak.
You want to trade freak accidents?
Anyway, no, I don't. So anyway,
No wonder he likes Maloney.
CNN picked it up for some reason, and all of a sudden I got people calling me from Miami, from Chicago, from LA. I got text messages from South Africa and India. Said, "Man, I just saw you on the news over here."
Wow.
And I thought, "Oh, really?"
And at no time mentions Sip at You with Mike and Stu, Sundays at 11. FM Talk 106.5. Mike, you have to seize those opportunities. That's like getting in an elevator and you're standing next to Tom Cruise and you have a great idea for the next movie and not saying anything.
Don't let him be in it.
Yeah. No, it's just an example, man. If it is so hard to pounce on opportunity because you're just always assume it's going to come again. And
you don't think about it at that time. You just
right.
I'm thinking about
you got to prepare yourself mentally, and all his mental faculties were laying on the concrete with an ice pack.
He interviewed me while I was laying out on the concrete. That would be hilarious. I was coming to, and I was laying on my back. I was wet all but behind my head, and I'm thinking, "Oh my God, my brains are hanging out." Because I don't know what hit me. I had no idea what hit me. I thought it was a block, like a center block of brick. And what it was the ice melting from the people. Total strangers I'd never met in my life.
Yeah, because his friends were all like, "Yeah, he had that coming."
But somehow, a friend of mine on the parade before that parade, a friend of mine threw me a big old huge pack of Conecuh sausage.
Oh.
But when I woke up,
he gonna catch the Conecuh.
When I woke up, I lost all my other stuff, but I had like talons of an eagle dug into that Conecuh.
You're not thinking pork fat from me.
Down there at the garage, there's some people who they just kind of hover around you, wait for you to drop something. They'll see it. And I'm thinking that could have been her. Knock me out. They're after the sausage. Oh,
yeah.
So what'd you do?
Yeah. Out in Sims, we've never had anything like that happen at the Mardi Gras parade. The Mardi Gras parade.
You only have one.
Yeah.
And it's a short one.
And I'm still of the opinion. Yes. And there's no sausage at the end of it. I know it goes like a mile and a half. It's like all right, we're going to drop you off here, and then we'll wait down at the Dollar General to pick you up at the other end of the parade ground.
Tell them what we're doing.
They run around 3 times. Is what they do. They keep going from the front to the end. They can run back and forth.
Now, when I was in high school, Mary Montgomery would go to Mobile Area Retarded Center, and we would march a parade just for the people there. And that whole parade lasted about 5 minutes. We just made a loop around their parking lot,
Yeah.
basically. That I enjoyed
And
because
most of them they have to catch their beads too, don't you, Mike?
with their head.
Well, no, with their
Oh.
Walmart bags, you gotta have their Walmart.
Oh, yeah. Mike catches them with his
All
skull.
right, Mike, you'll be.
Mike likes to bat him down like he's Pele or something. He jumps up, hits him with the forehead.
Happy Mardi Gras, y'all.
Yeah.
Fun time.
Yeah. But those Mark parades were the only parades I really enjoyed because of what, we're doing it for these kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it got us out of school. 251-343-0106. Call in if you want to talk about watching Mike get flopped in the head with beads. We could do a whole show about the number of times that Mike has ended up sprawled out on the pavement in downtown Mobile. That ain't the only
It
time.
used to be from riding my bike
Drunk.
with 2 beers in my hand.
You should have got the helmet that holds them with the 2 hoses. Do you know a guy here in town named Hunter L. Johnson? He's a huge Alabama fan and a horrible human
Do you
being.
think all us Alabama fans know each other?
He's like a salesman or something in town in some industry. He also has a long history of DUIs. But he comes out and says on Twitter the worst things. If someone associated with Auburn comes out, he'll make a post. Yeah, he will make it. Yeah, I don't care. This guy's public with his stuff. I'm okay with calling him out. Everybody is. But he'll say things like, well, better dead than an Auburn fan and stuff like that when people die. I mean, he says some of the worst things ever.
We were talking to you recently about the rivalry here.
Mhm.
I think it was like Thursday or Friday. So I talked to somebody. I thought, we had rivalry. But
no one ever died.
Yeah, that's what Texas is hard, but
We're taking it serious here.
Yeah. And what's funny, the team that normally wins, their fans are the ones with the most venom. And I'm like, you always win. What are you mad about? Why are you shooting people? We lose all the time. We haven't shot anybody yet. So it's one-sided on that stuff.
I used to date a
The
guy
hatred is both ways.
who worked up on the 4th floor at Anderson. Well, it's counting. We got it right over here. But they would take an eagle, war eagle, stuffed war eagle.
Yeah.
They put it through a shredder.
Right. And that's all good. Yeah.
And give it to the Tide fan. And the Tide fan turned around. But geez. I just, an elephant or something like that, think of the opposite side. We never did.
Yeah. There was
Big cars.
a beating at an LSU Alabama game in Tuscaloosa one year because an LSU fan was walking with a toy elephant, a little toy elephant like this on a leash, just dragging it behind him, and like 10 Alabama fans jumped him and put him in the hospital. It's only one fan base that does that. Now there are fan bases that do worse things than that.
Oh.
Michigan and Penn State fans sitting here standing up going, Joe Paterno and Bo Schembechler were great people. No, they weren't. They're the 2 worst human beings ever be in college
When
sports.
I was in Iowa, the Hawkeye fans.
Both of them.
Iowa Hawkeye.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there ain't that many Iowa fans. There ain't that many people in Iowa.
Huh?
There ain't that many people in Iowa. There's not that many
People
Iowa.
in Iowa. All it takes is 5 to beat you is dead.
They're looking to beat you. Yeah. 5's probably about a good
I lived
number.
in a place, Spencer, Iowa, was about 30,000 people. And these people were rabid. I mean, just rabid.
I enjoyed Lincoln, Nebraska, the week that I spent there.
Spread out.
Steak is awesome no matter where you go. You can go to McDonald's and get good steak in Lincoln.
Okay, let's get back to the truth here. The truthful part of it. Anyway,
So wing options for Super Bowl, is that what you're talking about?
today is
National Wing Day. Yeah.
No, it's National Super Chicken Wing Day.
Yeah.
That's not even a thing.
Bigger
Oh.
piece.
So you mean just regular chicken pieces?
That, and it's also molasses bar week. That's still
Day,
fun.
one of the best, bigger days for ordering pizza too.
Yeah, I think it's a pizza week or something like that. I forget. Anyway,
Yeah.
today is also Kraut and Frankfurter week.
Ooh.
Everything's week here. Oh, and pork rind day. National. There you go, pork rind.
Yeah.
I go to where they sell the bags. Well, they keep putting in 2 different places. And, but I like getting the microwave pork rinds.
Microwave?
Yeah, they come out popping and hot. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're exceptional.
Where do you get those?
And
Amazon?
Walmart,
Yeah.
they sell them right there. Some have them on the potato chip aisle by the pork rinds, bags of pork rinds, or they'll have it on the popcorn aisle.
It's a microwave.
Yeah, I was about to ask, it's kind of come in a small
If they
package
were
like
smart.
Yeah,
It
looks just like microwave popcorn, but there's no popping sound.
I believe
They sizzle.
I believe in cross merchandising, and they ought to put it in both sections. Put it in both sections. But like, I don't know why they don't put sugar and little bags of sugar on the coffee aisle.
That would make sense.
And the higher price sugar
Also,
too.
get Parmesan cheese on the pasta aisle, so
Yeah.
duh. That makes sense.
Anywho,
I don't like it when the chili's not with the canned soup. Because it's a canned soup.
That's the one I go to. That's what
Usually on the canned meat aisle,
mhm.
with your canned tuna fish.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It's not on the soup
Yeah.
aisle. What's up with that?
They want you going all over because there's more impulse buying that way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why they'll come in and completely redo a grocery store that you're used to. It's because
Mhm.
you're used to it.
Right.
You've got a path that doesn't take you by the stuff they want you to buy.
Merchandising.
I'm telling you, grocery industry is sinister. It's they use psychological profiles to get you to spend more money and
There's a
stuff like
reason why the Reese's is right there at the
Yeah.
checkout.
Yeah, and grocery stores, restaurants scrounge to make a profit. Grocery stores make a profit.
Well, doesn't a restaurant do that as well? An impulse buy on your menu? There's a certain way that
It's a menu. Well, yeah. Well, the things that restaurants do is, you ever notice that appetizers tend to have something a little sweet, like bang bang shrimp? It's kind of
Mhm.
sweet. Sweet flavors stimulate your appetite whether you're hungry or not. So you start eating a little sweet thing, or when they bring you the bread and the honey butter for free, the honey butter, that's going to gear that appetite up. It's going to make you hungrier than you actually are.
I'd buy some to go.
Man,
After we can we get some more bread and honey butter to go?
Carrabba's has their bread and then the olive oil mix.
And I'll tell you, Macaroni Grill, that bread that they gave was phenomenal. And at the end of the night, they let us take it home. So I'm making sandwiches out of that stuff. That bread was phenomenal. It came in already baked. It was about 90% done, then frozen. And then we pop it in the oven for about 10 minutes.
Freshen it up.
Yeah. And it was a great way to do it. Clearly, it didn't hurt
Was
the
that a
price.
sourdough?
No, it was a multigrain, though.
Oh, okay.
It had some whole wheat mixed in it, some other stuff. Just a phenomenal artisan style bread that they probably had made by a bakery. Roughage. That's salad. Some salad in
your bread too.
Put the salad in the bread. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's called a veggie burger. Stop calling it a veggie burger, people. If it's veggie, it's not a burger. Burger means ground meat. It is, call it what it is, salad in a bun, and they're delicious. The old black bean veggie burger that Beer Garden used to make was absolutely delicious. But it wasn't a burger because there wasn't no meat in it. It was a black bean on a burger.
And that way you can sell it. There's that marketing.
And if I wanted to have a sandwich for vegans or vegetarians, I'm just going to do a fried portobello mushroom, because you're not going to find anything better than that.
Now at
Like a chicken
Garden,
fried. Yeah.
Lodi Bear Garden had a button. Not the button, but
that was their mushroom Swiss burger at Beer Garden was a portobello mushroom cap, deep fried and put on top of the burger.
Oh wow!
I mean, Matt did. He wanted burgers so big you couldn't put them in your mouth. You'd have to cut them. That's why they all came with a steak knife in them.
You did a good job.
And that was the stuff. I think he streamlined the burger because he got his menu huge for a while. There were like 20
There were
burgers.
a lot of stuff. I remember he took Wiener Schnitzel and the warm German potato salad off the menu at one time.
Yeah.
And I freaked out.
People weren't buying it enough.
Well, I guess I didn't go in there enough.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what you've said before. Is obviously you got to streamline your costs because you got all this and nobody's buying, and now you get
plus
overhead.
when you got 105 beers on tap, you need places to put all those kegs.
You wish.
And that's still the most incredible beer selection I've ever seen at a restaurant anywhere. 105 beers on tap, 100 in the bottle.
You know they're happy on Mardi Gras, buddy.
Yeah, they make bank there. And when it was
About everything on Dawson Street.
picklefish, the second story that right on the corner there was an observation deck so that you could people watch.
Yeah.
It's their offices now, but that's where the business office is.
Well, that's a shame.
Well, they needed a business office, and they got enough people watching going on. But this is
Across from the, what park is that? That's not Cathedral.
No, it's right across from
Yeah.
TP Cromeyer's.
yeah, it's dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's about halfway between Cathedral Square and Bienville Square on Dolphin Street.
Mhm.
I think it's right there on the corner, and then you're right across from the fountain. What,
There are 4 restaurants
That's
on the
another-
corner.
That's another couple blocks away. From
Oh, that's Wet Willie's.
okay, that's the old picklefish that I remember. Is the one right on the corner, the kind of blue building.
It was never
I thought-
it's on a corner, just not by the. It is
That's how many.
what do they call that effect? The Mandela effect.
Okay.
That's all that is. You're remembering it being on Bienville, but it's actually a couple of blocks away.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, and I think that's a Mandela
kind
effect.
of shape of mind I was in, apparently.
Yeah. That
I
was
was gonna say that.
now that Wet Willie's, the daiquiri shop.
Yeah.
They had a daiquiri that apparently only the owner and I liked, but I loved it. It was Jack and Ginger. It was Jack Daniels and ginger ale in a slushy. Phenomenal. Oh, it was so good. But every time I'd order it, they go, other than the owner and you, no one ever gets this one. And it was just delicious. Oh, okay. 1 minute. He held up the 3 minute. I'm like, oh man, we
I
gotta
know,
come up with some more.
coming up 58. Got a minute.
Well, folks, think
Yeah.
about you're drinking and driving out there. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you got so many options to get
Yeah,
on.
no kidding. Call Mike, he'll come get you.
Yeah.
He ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, right.
I would, but I'm
I'll be too busy looking for a golf cart rep.
All of this.
Anyway, get out there and have a good time.
Yeah, enjoy yourselves, but enjoy yourselves responsibly.
I'm not gonna be here next Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know if Stu's gonna be.
We'll make a call if we
You
have.
Mardi Gras?
Mhm.
You gonna be Mardi Gras?
We're gonna, Ed from Shotgun Barbecue up in Bay Minette is setting up his grills in Spanish Plaza, and he's gonna be serving food there. That's all I
So
can say.
y'all go see.
Yeah, Mardi Gras did.
And it's great barbecue. I just have some. I can't
Oh,
remember the name.
yeah. And that's shotgun, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shotgun
Woo,
Barbecue.
that is good.
Goes south to,
Yeah.
anyway, it's gonna be great, y'all.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Start serving at 11. So if you out there, support local, be local, buy local.
And don't get in a crowd when you can prove alone.
That's it.
Wow.
Oh, so you're talking about wanting to do the remote at Spanish Plaza then?